Welcome to Retain, Revise, or Retire. Our 5 criteria: increase faith in and worship of Heavenly Father and His Son Jesus Christ. Teach the core doctrine of the gospel with power and clarity. Invite joyful singing at home and at church. Comfort the weary and inspire members to endure in faith, and unify members throughout the church. It's really important to remember. It's so easy to get into our own little box of how it's always been where we live, and thinking that's the only musical tradition out there. So I'm excited to see how they try to expand our horizons into other kinds of music. That will be interesting. All right, but for today we have our marching orders. We're on 291, Turn Your Hearts. Text by Paul L. Anderson and Lynn L. Carson, and music by Galen Hatton. All right, I don't know that I know this one. It looks like it's one of those that's like Turn Your Hearts, Malachi. Do your family history work. All right, here we go. Turn Your Hearts. Yep, definitely a family history song. Turn your hearts, the Lord is coming. Malachi the prophet said, turn your hearts in preparation to the work of exhortation for the living and the dead. All right. It's kind of fun. I like the preparation to the work of exaltation. Well, not tation. Sorry, not a whole octave jump, but. All right. That's a good topic. Malachi, turning hearts. The Lord is coming. We need to be anxiously engaged in this work. It's a good message. In the latter days, Elijah will renew the plan sublime. He will teach you and remind you of the promises that bind you to all men throughout all time. I like that. He will teach you and remind you of the promises that bind you. Kind of catchy. Turn your hearts toward your parents, generations gone before. May you seek until you find them. In the temple, seal and bind them to your hearts forevermore. That's kind of, I like that little bit. May you seek until you find them. In the temple, seal and bind them. All right. Turn in love to all your children, generations yet to be. May your deeds of gospel giving, temple service, righteous living, bless them all eternally. I really like this one, though I just haven't heard it. This one kind of, I feel like this is one that kind of needs a second chance. Honestly, I think it's some of these that are kind of thrown in the back of the hymn book. We just never get back there. We jump over them to get to the children's songs and the patriotic songs and some of the men and women's arrangements that we don't often use. I don't know. Well, it's not used very much, but honestly, I think maybe this one is due for a comeback because it's got a great message. It's got a fun tune. It's got just hits a lot of those points that we're talking about. Teaches those core doctrines. It's singable. It's uniting. I mean, this is a work for everybody throughout the church to do. Talks about temple attendance even. So I'm going to retain it. We'll see if that actually happens, but I personally wish I knew this song better. I love being surprised. All right, next we have Oh My Father. Text by Eliza R. Snow and music by James McGranahan. It's a great name. This is this is also a classic tune where one of the only songs that mentions that we have both heavenly parents. It says, Father, Mother, may I meet thee. May I meet you in your royal courts on high. It's a great song. Um, Here we go. O my Father, thou that dwellest in the high and glorious place, when shall I regain thy presence and again behold thy face? In thy holy habitation did my spirit once reside. In my first primeval childhood was I nurtured near thy side. Yeah, I don't. The only thing I have against this one is when it's dragged. Like, it can be a really long song if you're singing, "Oh my Father," like, oh my gosh, that could just take forever. Like, the speakers will not have any time if you sing this as an opening hymn. But yeah, great words. The melody is pretty iconic by now. I don't know. I wouldn't mind hearing it with a different melody. Actually, once did an arrangement, where you can sing it to the song "Homeward Bound." You could do, "O my Father, thou that dwellest in the high and glorious place." Yeah. So I wouldn't mind that, but I don't know, at this point it's become such a well-known song that it'd be kind of hard to change that. Who knows? All right, for a wise and glorious purpose, thou hast placed me here on earth, and withheld the recollection of my former friends and birth. Yet oft times a secret something whispered, "You're a stranger here," and I felt that I had wandered from a more exalted sphere. I had learned to call thee Father, through thy Spirit from on high, but until the key of knowledge was restored, I knew not why. In the heavens are parents single? No, the thought makes reason stare. Truth is reason, truth eternal, tells me I've a mother there. Pretty great. It's one of the only hymns to take on that subject. When I leave this frail existence, when I lay this mortal by, Father, Mother, capital M, may I meet you in your royal courts on high. Then at length, when I've completed all you sent me forth to do, with your mutual approbation, let me come and dwell with you. Sister Snow, she was just a gift to the church. Though I have to look up what the word, I kind of know from context, but I'm not even spelling it right. Go me. All right. APP. Okay, that's what's the problem. APP. APP. Approbation. Just want to get a more definite definition. Just approval or praise in a formal sense. Approval or praise. Okay, very good. So just with thy holy approval or thy holy praise, may I come and dwell with you. It's a great hymn. That's one that definitely deserves to stay. I think we need to honor Sister Snow's legacy. She needs to still be in our hymn book. I know some of the other ones I thought might not be being kept, but this one I want to retain. Okay, each life that touches ours for good. Okay, I believe this is one that was new in the 1985 hymn book, is what I've heard. Text by Karen Lynn Davidson, so only passed away in 2019. So yeah, a little bit more recent. And the music by A. Lawrence Lyon. Sung at it's kind of like the funeral hymn here in the United States. Like, you hear this sung at many a funeral. So, each life that touches us for good reflects thine own great, wow, an octave jump. Own great mercy, Lord, Thou sendest blessings from above through words and deeds of those who love. Awesome. Beautiful hymn. It sounds, it does sound like it. Kind of like bittersweet, like a funeral. Oh, interesting. The tune name is Hermana, like sister in Spanish. So, interesting. I wonder what the story behind that is. What greater gifts dost thou bestow? What greater goodness can we know than Christ-like friends, whose gentle ways strengthen our faith, enrich our days? When such a friend from us departs, we hold forever in our hearts a sweet and hallowed memory, bringing us nearer, Lord, to thee. So I think that's was like the funeral specific verse. Though I guess it doesn't have to be like departs can mean they passed away, but also could mean like maybe they moved away. I don't know. For worthy friends whose lives proclaim devotion to the Savior's name, who bless our days with peace and love, we praise thy goodness, Lord, above. It's a solid hymn, and I think taking it out would just would send a shockwave through funerals everywhere of Latter-day Saints. Yeah, I do hope that in the new hymn book that there are a few more songs, perhaps, that are appropriate for funerals, but I think this one can retain. All right, 294. Text and music by John Hugh McNaughton. Oh, this is older than I thought. Yeah, he died in 1891. So this is kind of an old one. All right, this is an oldie but a goodie. There is beauty all around when there's love at home. There is joy in every sound when there's love at home. Peace and plenty here abide, smiling sweet on every side. Time does softly, sweetly glide when there's love at home. And then we have a sort of refrain where it just says, love at home, love at home. The high note. Time to softly, sweetly glide. So it just repeats, when there's love. Not just one fermata. Another fermata. Home. Man, that is really milking it. I hope, I pray that if you're conducting this song, you don't take both fermatas that seriously. Like when there's love at home, you're like, woo, that is a lot. 2 fermatas in a row. Okay. In the cottage, there is joy. The cottage. It's an interesting expression. When there's love at home, hate and envy ne'er annoy. When there's love at home. Annoy, enjoy. Okay. Roses bloom beneath our feet. All the earth's a garden sweet, making life a bliss complete when there's love at home. Kindly heaven smiles above when there's love at home. I bet I can guess what the next rhyme is. All the world is filled with, you guessed it, love, when there's love at home. Sweeter sings the brooklet by, brighter beams the azure sky. Oh, there's one who smiles on high when there's love at home. I think this one's due for a rework, honestly. I like the concept of it. Like, it's great. Like, okay, where there's love at home, that there's no failure can compensate, no success can compensate for failure in the home, that we're kind of taught. That is a main principle. But I feel like this song is kind of showing its age. Like, I feel like this could be rewritten. The first verse is probably okay. Yeah. And I don't know that we really need like the repeats and the long the fermatas and the drawn out. I know it kind of just makes it feel a little bit overwrought, you know. Um, like I would maybe even just get rid of the love at home, love at home. Like it doesn't really add anything other than just kind of making it flashier. So like even if you still if you want to like repeat it, you could go from when there's love at home and then go right into time to softly sweetly glide when there's love at home, and just maybe mark that as a ritardando, like you can slow it down a little bit, but don't do two fermatas in a row for Pete's sake. So you can just do when there's love at home. Perfectly fine, right? Nobody needs two fermatas. Okay, so I think you could probably keep the first verse as is. And then it's the second and third verse where I'm starting to feel a little bit like this maybe is due for an update, because I like the message, I like the idea, I like the melody. It just is I don't know. In the cottage there is joy. Like, no one lives in a cottage around here, at least. I know maybe people in other parts of the world live in cottages. That's fine, but it's just a strange turn of phrase, honestly. Hate and envy ne'er annoy. And then this to me is always felt a little bit over dramatic. Roses bloom beneath our feet. All the earth's making life a bliss complete. Like, if there's love in your home, it's really nice. But I don't know that it makes your life a bliss complete. It makes life easier to deal with, but there's still going to be, like, you're not going to go around all the time in blissful happiness. I hope that you have a good home life where you can come home to and be sheltered from the world and feel happy at home, but life's still going to have its trials. So I don't know that I love that line. Let's see. Kindly heaven smiles above when there's love at home. That's fine. But see, like they repeat that though. Oh, there's one who smiles on high. Like they use that idea twice in the same verse, which is just feels kind of like superfluous, too much. Okay, well, all the world is filled with love when there's love at home. That's probably fine. Whereas, like if everybody has love at home, then it does then spread out into communities and eventually the whole world. Sweeter sings the brooklet by. I feel like, that's kind of an old-timey phrase. The brooklet. Brighter beams the azure sky. So we could tweak that too. This sounds a little bit overwrought. And then, oh, there's one who smiles on high, which is fine, but then we already said kindly heaven smiles above. I don't know. So long story short, I'd say this song needs some work if we're going to keep it. I'd like to keep it, but I want to revise. Okay? Okay. And last for this episode, O Love That Glorifies the Sun, 295. Text and music by Lauren F. Wheelwright. Awesome. I kind of know this one, but not super duper well. So I'm gonna put on the accompaniment. Oh yeah, okay, I've heard this. Is it next to Love at Home because they both have love in the title? I don't know. Oh, love that glorifies the sun, oh, love that says thy will be done, pure Spirit makes us one. Come fill my soul today. Come fill my soul today. It's really a lovely melody. Like you get that kind of climbing motion up to the and then back down a little bit. More mellow. Come fill my soul today. Almost like a little echo. Come fill my soul. I need some water to fill my soul today. All right, that's really a lovely melody. Okay, O love that binds our family, O love that brings my heart to thee, pure love that lasts eternally, come fill my soul today. O love that overcomes defeat, O love that turns the bitter sweet, pure love that makes our lives complete, come fill my soul today. O Lord, give me the will to mend, O Lord, change me from foe to friend, dear Lord, sustain me to the end. Come fill my soul today. Yeah, that's a nice hymn. It's a really nice hymn. And I have heard it. It's maybe not one of the more popular ones, but at least where I am, I definitely have heard it used. Like once I heard the melody, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's that one. Yeah, I don't know. Some of the classification games for these are kind of funny. Like we had one about love, and then this one's also about love. So, but it's you kind of have to like infer the organization. So, I don't know. I'd like to keep this one. It's beautiful. It's got a great message and a really lovely singable, melody, and I think singing about love is a unifying factor. It's something that can unify people throughout the church. So, retain. Okay, well, that was a very interesting set. Some surprises in there that I absolutely did not expect. But so that's fun. I like being able to be surprised once in a while. All right, so thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe. Share if you know someone else who would enjoy this content. And until I see you next time, keep singing. Bye.
Come thou fount of every blessing.